the food companies themselves are more hooked on salt, sugar, fat even than we are. And it's especially revealing in the section about salt. I go to Kellogg's in Battle Creek, Michigan, and I say to them, what's up with salt, guys? Everybody wants you to cut back. Why can't you do it? And we spent the day talking about how salt is a miracle ingredient for the food companies. It allows them to avoid using more costly ingredients like fresh herbs and spices. It's a preservative, so it allows their products to sit on the shelf for weeks or months at a time. It also will mask some of the off notes that creep into some processed foods. One of the biggest problems is meat. When meat is reheated, the fat oxidizes and gives off what the industry calls warmed over flavor. They describe it as the taste of wet dog hair. And you guessed it, when you add salt, that masks that wet dog hair taste. And Kellogg made for me some of their icons to taste that they specially prepared for me without any salt in it at all. And I have to say, it was the most god-awful experience you can imagine. I mean, normally I could eat Cheez-Its day in and day out, and the Cheez-Its without salt, we couldn't even swallow them because salt is providing the texture and solubility that they need. We turned to the frozen waffles and popped them in the toaster, and they came out looking and tasting like straw. The clincher was the cornflakes. We added milk, took a bite, and before I could say anything, the chief spokeswoman for the company who was with me got this look of horror on her face, and she swallowed and blurted out, "Metal, I taste metal." And the chief scientist who was there too said, "Yeah, look, not everybody tastes that, but one of the beauties of salt, again, is masking some of our ingredients in these products." And so the point being that you now can go to these food companies with the attitude of, we feel your pain. We see you between a rock and a hard place. You've driven so hard. Your dependency on these ingredients is so great. Let us help you, which is an entirely different attitude than maybe one might have otherwise.